Hey all, I fast forwarded a bit towards the end where apparently I lost the commentary on it, so I just sped through that. So let's go to the episode, it speeds up at the end. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember what this guy has at all. Okay. Don't think he has anything interesting to buy.
No.
Alright. What did I get to add? I'm gonna go with nothing, because I can't remember there being anything significant. I just won. Oh, I got one of the clan drum and shield made, so I need the other one. I need Ceres. Otherwise we're alright. Right, let's have a look. What's he playing? Right, well I'll keep that in case they've got their own. Sorry, I'm just looking at my mulligan. Lost my train of thought. Okay, that's all pretty good. No point keeping the Mardrone because I don't have anything for it at the minute. Get Shelmar instead. Got both of my musters, so that's good. So really, I want to try and play things that cannot be scorched and that I can bring back. That's not a bad one to scorch. Then again, nah, because I'll just want to save it in case they have Ceres. When you're against an opposing Skellige deck. Exactly, and then it depends how many of the muster cards they've got. If they've got all three, it's like boom, 46 points. Exactly. Look at that, 46 points on that row. Damn, that is a lot. Now I want to be sending all of those to the graveyard, so. Oh. Wow, look like we're losing this one. Unless. Boom! That's why you gotta think ahead and sometimes play around some of the cards. Nice. So, not only do I win this, but I can bring one of the Gaunters back. And then I can play Olaf as well. And then I can, I'll do my hero card first. Hero card, leader card. Right, so play the leader ability. That's got rid of all three of their longships and all of their shield maidens, so they can't bring any of them back. Because if I'd have left them in the graveyard, then they could have got 2 of those and then started off with 16. Because the 2 4s would have got doubled. So they could have, if they'd have got lucky, they'd have got that. And now those are not available. So in the 3rd round, as it stands, they are going to get that 16 coming out. If they play another card, then it lowers the chances of that, so now they might just get 4 because they might not even get Villain Treasure-Meth, so now it's adding a bit of randomness to it. I am tempted to make them play another card because this is a hero card. It's not adding to my graveyard, so as it stands I'm getting either. Let's have a look. Yeah, nice. So this is just lowering the chances that they even get Villain Treasure-Meth and Dandelion. Like before, it would have been guaranteed if those were the only 2 cards in the graveyard. Now they're more likely to just get 4 points because they're more likely to get any 2 of those 3. They could still get these 2 together, but it's much more likely that that's either 7 and 2 or just 2 and 2 out of any of these 3. So I'll make them play their last card, and if it's one that's high enough to win, then I still absolutely smash them in that last one. And they don't have anything to bring back, so it's a tie and I win. Yay. And I've absolutely destroyed him that last round. So yeah, nice. Don't think he has anything, I'll just check. He doesn't have anything here.
Meat of the fish.
Meat of the fish, what?
Fine.
Yep, nothing interesting in terms of no cards or anything, unsurprisingly. I see an obsessed sausage snuffer when I see one. Okay, not a line I am ever envisioned saying, but there we go.
To my perhaps my
Right. I don't think she has anything for sale, so.
You know, well, I shouldn't. Hey, who cares? How might I help?
Gwent, you play?
Wicked. This game is so funny with the Gwent. Right. Alright.
Just summoned him. I wonder what for.
Right. What did I get from that guy? Oh, I got the third Skellige Storm. Whatever. Right. Then I want to go and get my Shield Maidens and everything else. So, don't want both of those long ships. Oh, do have Mardrome and 2 of those, which is what I absolutely love about this. So, yep, we're good with that. We're good with that. Cool. I love having the 2 young berserkers and all this stuff. It's great. So the plan here is to make them use as many cards as possible, and then to just basically graveyard everything, especially because it's a Scoia'tael deck. Her deck's really weak if she's playing those 1s and 2s. That's just grim for her. So, right, at least I've got the musters. So, oh wow, she didn't even have muster. She might just lose these 2. She's got an awful hand. She's got an awful deck. They might just lose these outright. Because of these 2, I'm not even bothered about. Like graveyarding the others. In fact, what I could do is I could use the 2 decoys to take both of these long warships back. Yeah, I'll do that. So again, this is just making them use a lot more of their cards. She's just gonna lose this outright, I think. What do I want to do? I think I'll just take both of these back. Yeah, this is going to be a massacre. Right, cool. So basically I'll pass this round, lose this one, yeah, whatever. Then I do the graveyard trick, lead a card. Then I'll play both of these, win this round, and then these 2 will get called back again as well. And doing this also gets rid of the Heimdall thing. Right, so they've already passed, so I don't even need to do this. I could play both of these and then just get them back at the start of the round, but there's like no point. I might as well just keep them so that I can react to whatever they do and still take my turns. So I don't get anything from my round start, but that doesn't matter because it ends up being the same thing. So get Milva. And then they've nothing that they can bring back if they have any medics, so those will just be useless cards as well. Ida. You got Milva and Ida, and there you've nothing to bring back with the medic. So that's not a bad score for them, but that's going to double up for a start, so I already win. And then this. Boom! Ho ho! I love those cards, they are so fun. Wrecked! Ha! Right. I love the Skellige deck. It's so satisfying. Right, so there's our third Mardrome, so I want to add that to my deck as well. You want to maximise the chance that you get them. You can always like mulligan them away anyway. Where's my specials? Specials. Hey, where's my third Mardrome go? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's weather, and those are specials. Right. Okay. So you add the third Mardrome. You could just do 2, because obviously you're sort of raising the chances that you don't get those. But, yeah. And then I'll get the other one. So what have we got left to get? We've got the one that's a long way away, but I've left because I remember looking through the list and thinking that was a very unremarkable card. So not that fussed about that. Let's have a look. So I can either go and get the Ceres one straight away, or I can get the which is closest. Ceres is the Flovi's Innkeep. Now she's got a really good one. So what I'll do is that's the Floviv and the Ceres person. So I'll go and get this one first. This is the guy who has the 3rd Shield Maiden, and I remember he has a Skellige deck because when I first got to Toussaint, he's right there. That's where you start. You know, the story quest. You follow Palmerin to there. I think it's Palmerin. Anyway, you follow whoever it is that you're following. You follow him to there, and I followed him, and I was like, "Oh, you can play Gwent versus these people." And then he played he played Ceres as his last card. I was like, "Oh wow, they've got a different deck." And then he played Ceres as his last card, and I was like, "What the frick was that?" Because obviously she summons the Type 1 Shield Maidens as well. Oh snap! No, thank you. Arcaspores, very very dangerous. Is this where you fight the Garkin? Yeah, it is. Not now, but like during Blood Simple. You fight the Garkin there, I think. Oh, it's a bridge very like that one. Anyway, so here's this dude. Can loot something very good.
Oh dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have your pick of the latest.
If you say so. No idea what a fizzlock is. Right, see if he's got anything to buy first. Sometimes they have some cards. I think I've bought them all already, so that's cool. Homemade pepper vodka. Ew, grim. Right. Sort that out. No idea what that glamour is, but we'll sell some of these old bear hides. Saltpeter, but not alchemy saltpeter. I wonder if that dismantles into anything. I'll keep it just in case it does. Patched up vest. What is this crap? Anything copper I want to keep and dismantle, because again I think you can use aspects of that for it's useful in creating green gold or one of the copper or something like that, so worth keeping anyway. Right, now this guy has a pretty beastly Skellige deck from what I remember.
Not likely to take.
So let's have a look. And he of course has the other one of those. Don't want the long ships. Right, so we got burner, so we're doing alright, we're doing okay here. So we'll have a look. Now because we have burner, we want to make sure that we use Olaf if at all possible. So there's that Mardrome, that's cool. Get Olaf down. Alright, so we win. Cool. That was easy. Right, so now to ensure that we get the Cambi out of the sort of graveyard so that it can't be called back, we're going to call Olaf like this. As long as it doesn't get scorched, then we're okay. So they call back the one card there. Before I could scorch it, unfortunately. Not scorch it, you know what I mean. The other one. Use leader card. That. So I'll just do that to make sure that Cambi's gone from mine. And that's very important that I did it before they scorched as well. That's cool. Now, if at all possible, I want to avoid playing one of these two cards. So I do have the Mardrome. It's not doing anything in this one, so I'll make sure I use it to waste a turn. And then I still can play one normal card, so I'm going to play this. And then whatever cards they've got left, they're going to be forced to play, because otherwise he'll lose. So he's got to play at least 2 more cards to try and win. He can't use his leader ability, and even if he wins, he's unlikely to beat me on the draw. So, right, so it all comes down to which 2 cards he gets, but he's got quite a few cards in his graveyard, so the odds are in my favour. And by me making sure that I just had those 3 cards available, I was either going to get 18 from these or 21. It worked out the best case scenario. So there we go. And then I win! Yay! So we put down the Gaunters and the Longships. Yeah! Just because we like to pile on. Alrighty. Is that 53? Nice. Winner! Okay, so that should be the last of the clan maidens. Shield maidens rather, clan shield maidens. And this is where, when you've got all three of those, I'll just sort of change the deck a little bit. As good as those Gaunter cards are, they're still not massively powerful. And it lends a bit too much variance to the deck. So I'm actually going to try and trim some stuff out. And put the 3 shield maidens in. And I'll need one more unit card to go back in there, so let's have a look. Might put Madman or Blue Boy back in. Or I can put one of these in. Or I can even do the Clan Demon Pirate, but I'm not wild about that one, to be honest. So instead we'll just go with Blue Boy. Right. Alright. I'd like to try and keep as low a number of cards as possible. I do sometimes ditch the weather cards, but it's good to have one Biting Frost and one Skellige Storm. I think that's probably what I've got at the minute, just one of each. You eventually get things like a Dandelion and Olgierd that I'll want to add, and then you can take a couple of the cards out. Ceres, even though she's a hero, I think she counts as a unit card. I can't remember that, you know. It's been so long since I've not had a full deck and not looked at the maths of it and things. So we avoid the wolves and the Barghests and everything else. Let's ride Roach along. Sheep and deer we're alright with. We can deal with sheep and deer. Cool. And this should be Floviv. And in Floviv,
I dreamt I was a wolf.
there is a notice board, and there is the Innkeep, and she has a really viciously good deck from what I remember. I think she's the toughest person to play, which makes sense because she's got by far the best card. The card that makes the Skellige deck a bit of a boost is the Ceres card. Alright. See if this guy's got anything. I don't think he does particularly, but you never know. So sell those to him. Never gonna wear those, so yeah. And he doesn't have anything interesting for us. But never mind.
See ya.
Where is this? Yeah, and like I say, I'm pretty sure she has a pretty vicious deck, so let's have a look.
Greetings, sir. What kind?
Alright.
Show me where you got.
She's from the same place as Yennefer is, Vandenberg, I think.
Tell me. Really?
Right. Let's have a look. She's got a Nilfgaard deck. I feel like she's got a really good Northern Realms or Nilfgaard deck, one of the two. Right, let's have a look. Yep, Northern Realms. So if I get the Skellige Storm, I'll keep that. If not, mulligan one of those away. So at least the Mardrone card's not a complete waste there. We've got one of those. Nice, and that was a good swap of swapping out Blue Boy as well. So we have a chance, but like I say, she has a very good deck, so we don't have a great chance. But we'll see. Well, that was weird. Not too bothered about calling this back because there's no type bond for it. So I'm just going to transform it and try and get them to play more cards. Particularly if they play another 6th strength one on the siege, then I can scorch them and really have a lot of value from that scorch card. And hopefully they don't have the catapult or anything. So they bring one back, so that brings back another 12, which is fine. But again, it's all making them use more cards. And then I can use the power of having both of these for the next 2 rounds. and hopefully get them to play more. So we're at 5-5. They're going to get another one, but I'll have these 2 sets of type bond cards, so I'll pass this round. So they'll have 1 card advantage, but they've already used a medic and a commander's horn. Oh no, they get their other medic, so they call back another 7. Not great, but I'll be able to get rid of this. And they've already got the Lintretameth back again. So I'm going to have to hope they don't have a Scorch, because if they have a Scorch, we're in a bit of trouble. But if not, then we might be able to outlast them a little bit. Oh! We're in a lot of trouble. In fact, we just lost. Because I'll play these 2, and unless they decide to play Lintretameth for no reason, then they're gonna... What? Okay. Right, so now it just completely depends what I pull as the last 2. Best case scenario is I pull the 2 siege ones, obviously. Pulling either the 2... Yeah, it'd be... Yeah, I was gonna say, any combination of not those 2 would be the best. So I get 16. They've got 7 from Lintretameth, so they probably win from their other 2 cards. Oh, definitely if another one's a Scorch. There's no way I was beating that anyway. Yeah. So yeah, she's got a pretty good deck. I didn't get a Grace in hand, but not great. And her having those 2 Scorches kind of sucked.
Welcome back.
What can you do? This is why you don't want to bet her a huge amount. You could just play on a lower Gwent difficulty, but where's the fun in that? Right, there are ways, a lot of ways you can improve the deck. Obviously, you can get. Do I have Mardrone for that? I've got a Mardrone. I'll try and get another Mardrone card. Yeah, that's not a good hand really, but never mind. At least I could potentially take a decoy from them. In fact, I can play these 2 and then potentially replay. I can either decoy the spy back, depending on how this goes, or I can scorch that card and then see how we go. So might as well transform this one first. Make sure you use the Mardrome and that one in the same round. So they're doubling up nothing there, really. Scorch that, see what happens. Right, so there's Lintretameth, but that's not doing a ton. I could play Spy now, or I could double these up. Don't think doubling them up's a great idea, so I'll take the Spy. Try and get myself a bit of card advantage myself. They're probably going to win this one anyway. So if you play the Spy, then you want to use the Graveyard ability as soon as possible after that. Right, now, I could win this by playing these 2. Which is not a bad idea. Make sure we've got a win in the bag, especially by using the Graveyard ability to bring 2 of them back here. So we'll do that, take our win, and then we start off with Camby. We bring 2 of those back, and then we just see what they've got after that. Right, so as you can see, we've got 3 of these. They're going to play Geralt, which is fair. So I want to bring another one of those back, and then I'll use my leader ability. Oh, that's alright. I think what I'll actually do then is just bring back the 8 and then trust to luck on the last set. Alright, so what do I want to do? They'll have 4 cards. So I can either double this, and then it's purely based on whatever I draw at the end. So that'll give me another 8 points, which will put me to 29. But there are so many cards they can play that will be higher than that. I think I'm going to have to sort of trust to a bit of luck and try and get Burner and one of the others. So let's have a look. This may not go well, but we shall see. Ideally I get Burner and one of the Shield Maidens. Or 2 of the Shield Maidens. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. So it depends on if they've got a Scorch, basically. Now, I think they had Villain Tretameth. They played Villain Tretameth that first round, but now that I've scrapped that, they can't bring it back. So unless they've got another regular Scorch, then I'm going to have a quite high score here. So it depends on what else they've got. So unless that last one's a Biting Frost, we should be alright. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, like I say, she's got a darn good deck, so. But we beat them all on hard, and now we get Cerberus. Sweet. Best card. Probably the best card in the game. Apart from maybe Mysterious Elf. It's pretty wicked anyway, so yeah, that counts as a unit card, so I can take another one out. So I could take Camby out, or oh, there's Charlie having a little bark. I could take Camby out, or Blue Boy. Probably Blue Boy. And then there are other like shared cards between the deck, neutral cards. Between the other decks that you'll be able to add as you go along. So like we'll definitely add Yennefer because she's a spy, and we'll add Geralt and Ciri. And so there are a few other places you can trim. I normally take the muster longships out eventually, so although they're pretty good as like sort of mid strength to a fairly strong little combination of cards, they are good. It's not quite perfect as having like the Geralt card, the Ciri card, and Yennefer and things like that. But now that I've got this deck, I can go and play the rest. So I have just 1 card left to get, and I honestly can't remember which card it is, but it's not a major one. It's just like a pretty standard one. And there you go. So there are still quite a few tweaks, but now it's a fairly good deck. What's that? Oh, it's a Warthog. I tell you what I do need to do whilst I'm on this part of the continent, or the area, is I need to go and get this notice board, and then this is at like the quarry or the mine or whatever. I think it's quarry. So we can get this, ride away from whatever they are, because they were probably scary, whatever enemies they were. Ride to the Ardiso quarry. Ah! High level bear. Panic! Panic! Don't panic. It's like that. Calm. Calm. Panic. Meme. Calm. Panic. Calm. Right, so we are going to go to the quarry, get the notice board, go and get the other unguarded place of power, which is very useful. And then we can go back and play some Gwent in Velen and Novigrad. And there are lots of Gwent to be played, because I deliberately left it until this point. Is that Arenaria? I don't know what that is, you know. Oh no, White Myrtle Petal all my life. No wonder I didn't recognise them. You only really get them in White Orchard. You never need them. Right, so here is the quarry. Oh no, you can't get the notice board because it's guarded by the ghouls. Alright, okay. Well, I'll just have to go and find it. Anyway, the other way you can find it is to follow the treasure hunt for the Griffin gear, because it's the Griffin quest here. Now there are quite a few high level enemies here as well. There are lots of whoops, no, not going that way. There are lots of boars and
Faster.
very high level boars and insectoids and things. Come on, Roach. Yeah, boars and insectoids and things. There are also some Kikimores, which you absolutely do not want to tussle with when you are low level. You might be able to like survive and maybe beat a couple of other ones, but oh, there's high level Noon Wraith, or maybe a Pester. Ooh, it's a Banshee. No, it's a Banshee, that's it, yeah. It's not just a Banshee. Banshee. Archospores. Everything's dangerous! Ride Roach. Fear level didn't even go up though. She's good, she's good. We know what's up. Right, so here on these like lower planes there are Kikimors, so I'll have to ride all the way past those because they are way too dangerous for us to take on. Although if you ever watch my Metamorphosis build video, you want to see how strong we are, watch when we come and laugh at the Kikimors, that bit was fun. So these boars are not for messing with either, so we'll ride past them. Make sure you ride past all of these, but
Run, Roach.
that was a Slizard, we want to avoid that as well. But what you can do is you can avoid the enemies and the Slizards and everything else, Slizards, Slizards, whatever. And you can climb up this bit, and there is a sugar. There is a place of power that you can get in the cave around about here. So somewhere we'll be able to jump up, and then there's a cave. And in the cave there is an igni place of power. Oh, long rube. Grab some of that whilst we're here. Again, long rube you don't really find in Velen or Novigrad, but you can find it. Oh, that's too close. Where's this place of power? It's around here somewhere. I know it is. A bit further up. Yeah. I can't hear the humming. Where is it? Yeah, there's definitely a place of power around here somewhere. If I get too close to this Slizard. Yeah, there we go. Sweet.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's
Gotta be. It has indeed got to be. It's got to be the place of power. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, let's see what we got. What have we got? We have got enough points there. That's all good. Nope, that was the wrong button. Right, so we've got another 2 points available there. Not quite enough to get down to the next part, so we need some of the Skellige places of power to be able to do that. But that is absolutely cool. So we've got a few free ones from Toussaint. Could go and try and get the one by the white, but I think I'll have I'll need 5 points. 1 for Rend, 1 for Razor Focus, 3 for Whirl. And another 1 to get down. Those are the Kikimors. They are dangerous. Do not mess with those. Yeah, so I need 5 points when I actually get to that row, and another point to actually get to the row itself, the third row of the combat skills. So that being the case, I need 6 points in total. But there are way more than 5 places of power in Skellige, all of which are pretty easily obtainable as well. Oh, sugar! Keep trying to curtail or curb my language. But yeah, Roach's fear level is pretty good. I'm just riding this way just to get the marker. Don't want to go anywhere near the actual castle yet itself. Don't want to go near any of the enemies, but there's a hunt space, so got the marker for that. That's a very useful marker to have. We come there very often on our travels. And now we just want to go and get the last of the Gwent cards. So we've got 1 card left to get, and that is over yonder. So it's a long way to go, but I'll be able to get that, I'm sure. Gwent, never fear, Skellige's here. Right, so got a long way to ride, but we'll go this way. I hope that knight doesn't die. I never thought about that actually. Oh well, hopefully not. If he does, then he'll die and we will live and learn, unfortunately. Now I just want to make my way to this last Gwent aficionado unscathed. Might end up riding through some of the monster nests and things. Hopefully not. Famous last words. Right. You can see that our stamina lasts for a really long time, even when running over open ground, and as soon as you go back on a road like that, you'll be able to get most of that or all of that stamina back very easily. nice little bonus to have that really. Whoa! Oh no! Good saddle and blinders. Nearly got stuck on something invisible then. So actually, finding those cool blinders before was a bit of a boon because Roach didn't panic at the very high level enemies there. Plus, they look way cooler than the boring blinders, obviously. A lot of the Toussaint blinders look cool, and there's like a gold version or a plate or steel or sort of iron of each one. But I've got the non-golden ones, the regular ones, but still pretty cool. Right, so how's going to be the best place to get over there? I know for a fact there are centipede nests near all those towers, so I can either ride across here. How far is it to ride to that bridge? Is it going to be better to just swim across? Oh well, there's a notice board there as well, so I might as well get the notice board while we go. I think that was Arenaria, but I didn't want to hop off to get any. There are Arenaria. There is Arenaria you can get from other places anyway if I need some. And I'm sure I'll find some in the world. Ride past that bear whilst it's sleeping. There we go. This is where you get the Wine Wars quests as well. From the two people. Not going to do that just yet because I can't be bothered haggling when I'm not going to be doing the quests anytime soon anyway. So we get these. This gives us the undiscovered locations. And then ride this way. You also get the quest for the big shoes to fill, and one of them's down there. There are 5 of those in total. Right, which way am I going? We are going this way. Right, cool. That is the place of power that is pseudo unguarded. It's guarded, and then do a runner before the level 42 white starts fighting you. So you can get that one if you desperately needed a 4th Toussaint place of power at low levels. You could get that one if you wanted. Right, so this herbalist is the last Gwent player to play against, and very fortunately we have also got a fast travel point and we can go right back to Velen after that. So I get this notice board, which is great. Then I'll play her at Gwent, and then I think I'll head back to Velen and start doing some of the other Gwent stuff. Fab. Here she is. Load of stuff to loot here as well.
Mint, nettle, horsetail. Nature's bounty.
Ooh, superior grape shot. Cool. That's cool. That is cool. Actually, that's one that I didn't want to pay 710 crowns for, but did want to make. So that's cool. We like that.
Welcome. Forky.
All right. Sorted. She's got the same stuff, same prices, I would think. Yep, 710 for all of that. Do have Arenaria, so I'll buy that from her. Does that let me make that white gull and the superior Petri what's his face? Let's have a look. Well, it definitely lets me make white gull. And yeah, lets me make the superior black blood. Cool. What a very successful little detour to Toussaint this has been. So then I want to go to Skellige and get all this stuff. I do want to get a rubedo, so I will just fast travel back to the perfumery merchant before I go. So I need a rubedo, and I've got the rest of it already. I've got everything else that I'd need for that, I think. Need a mistletoe. I can get that from near the pillars, or I can just buy one now. Right, so what else are we missing? Oh, we've got enough for the superior grape shot, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Right, sound. Cool. So yeah, just a rubedo I need really. What did I say I needed to buy? I needed to buy mistletoe. 5 crowns. I think we can stretch to that instead of taking a detour and going to the pillars. Did that let me actually create something else, or it was going to? It's going to. Right. So I need the rubedo. I'll just mark that because otherwise I'll forget which one it is and buy a vermilion or something else. Right. So I'll head back to the perfumery merchant after I've beaten her. So we'll not fast travel straight back to Velen just yet. And I already added Ceres, didn't I? Yeah! Sweet. Right, so now I should have the 3 shield maidens and Ceres. If I can get her in hand. Right, so we've got 2 crack. Oh, 3 crack. Nice. That's cool. And we've got 1 Mardrome. So because I've only got the 1 Mardrome, probably want to switch out that one. Yeah. Right, so what I'll do is I'll play these first, and then I can either decoy one of them back, or I can try and make them play a few other strong cards, and I can decoy the Berserker back instead. Alright, so they're looking at 3 cards. You can use the hero cards, and then, you know, irrespective of... Oh dear. Okay. That's tricky. I was going to take that back. So what I might do now is, instead, I'll try and get them to play more cards. See how we go with this. Decoy this one back. Oh, she's got a decent deck actually. Right, so we get her to play more of those. She plays some of her Type Bond ones. So now, unfortunately, I'll have to give up the Berserker, but it did make him use Villain Tretameth. And then what I can do is I can hopefully win this one. Oh, you son of a gun! That sucks. Well, they'll bring back Vil, so I'm no longer afraid of that anyway. That's going to be a problem though, because that screws up my plan for the last round. That sucks. I probably should have held on to that actually, and just let them play from the graveyard. But that would be wasting my leader ability, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, we're going to be hard pushed to win this. Because depending on if they play any other normal cards, unless they play other normal cards, they're guaranteed to get Villain Tretameth back. So they'll start off with like 10 points and they'll scorch these 2 right off, which sucks. But I've got to play all 3. Right. Okay. So, if they just pull these 2, then that really sucks for them. And they lose. I might win anyway, depends which 2 they pull. But, oh, of course they don't pull any, it's only my... Oh my life, I'm so dumb. They don't pull anything, it's only mine that get pulled. I was thinking about when we're both playing Skellige decks. Right, well that's what happens when you play too much Gwent anyway. Easy win. Planned it all along. Playing around something that's not even needs playing around. But yeah, that's sorted. No point having the clan Brockfire archers in your deck because they don't type bond or anything. They're just like kind of strong. I have a Gwent problem. You ain't. You are not wrong, game. Right, so I'm not going to get that place of power or anything like that. I am planning on going visiting the perfumery merchant who is there. Right, so this is post-com. I'm not sure what I must have done. I must have knocked off my microphone or something. Basically, it was just me looking at what I had left to make, and I was like, oh, I need these troll livers, and I need these Arinia eye, and you can't get these until you go to Skellige and stuff like that. So there wasn't much point me actually leaving it in, other than just putting it on 8x speed, because it was just me messing about in the menus with no commentary. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Next thing is going to be going back to the Velen area for a bit of Gwent, just to mix it up a bit. Oh my life, I love Gwent. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time on the path.